in this Christian Bible, atheist Sunday school, and I'm probably going to do it like this instead of having it on the video because it's kind of hard to see it sometimes. But the Christian behavior towards his advisors. And before I start, as always, feel free to check the description for a link to my website. Feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, share, or a thumbs down if you're a religious person and you don't like someone saying bad stuff about your religion. And of course, I'm not going to read the whole thing. Introduction. Today, mental hospitals are teeming with broken people. With broken people? What the hell? And antidepressants are prescribed liberally to men who come from homes where they had abundance of material things but had a lacking of things spiritual. Oh, goodness gracious. There are mental illnesses, some people have mental problems. They want treatment for it. Some of them can't get treatment because it might be, a little bit too far gone. Who knows? They have forms of dementia. Come on, religious Christians, Muslims, all you religious folks, please. They lack inner strength. And that's the thing, though. If you're a Christian, you won't end up in a mental institute. Remember that. You won't be in a mental institute if you're a Christian. They lack inner strength that comes from wisdom while conducting their lives and decisions thereof. The Christian must have established conviction and principles from which he will never stray, keeping in mind to never seek counsel from the ungodly. Psalms 1:1. He should have a personal cabinet of advisors, ones who suggest action to take to solve certain problems and actions to take upon other issues. It is impossible for any person to decide correctly about every choice of life by himself. Which, okay, I agree. Sometimes you do need other people to give you advice. I agree. But they're telling you only Christians, your preacher, for example, desire a cabinet. Follow God's instructions to keep goals from falling short of the mark. Get advice concerning decisions to be made with a purpose for making every decision. Every Christian hopes to fulfill that purpose when making one. The Bible says that in order to keep one's purposes from being broken, the Christian should ask for advice from counselors. Proverbs 15:22. Just one person alone cannot know every aspect of a problem. Just a thirsty person knows good sense by drinking water, so the person who draws advice from the heart of his counselor shows understanding. With wisdom comes seeking for the best course of action. Fear of the Lord, Psalms 1:11, verse 10, will precede wisdom. Strength to do right comes from wisdom. There is a way for Christians to increase their store of wisdom. Get wise counsel, Dr. Jack Hyles said. Now, do me a favor, check out Jack Hyles. If you ever get a chance, Jack Hyles, Hyles, look him up on YouTube, please. And Google his name. Every man knows something I do not know. I must probe until I find it. Of course, if they know something that goes against your religion, ignore it. Follow the examples and patterns of successful men in important positions. The President of the United States has a cabinet. There is always a great deal of importance. Of course, if you're Obama, you just ignore your cabinet. Great importance. And of course, if you're Donald Trump, you just be a complete dumbass and run your mouth. Attached to choosing these men. Presidents of companies have cabinets, banks, and blah blah. Choose your cabinet wisely. Obedient Christians should be first and foremost. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Isaiah 30, verse 1. Christians who are each knowledgeable in a varying area of life should be chosen. People chosen for a cabinet should be somewhat successful along the lines of the needed advice. Older and more experienced people, as well as younger, and those with an equal level of experience should be in the mix. The pastor should be an advisor in matters of moral or life-determining nature. The pastor's spoken word, as is given from the pulpit or in private conference, should be heeded. The pastor, always listen to your pastor. Your pastor is always right. So when they deny evolution, when they deny science, they're right. All feminists are evil. All liberals are evil. Christians' parents should be one of their children's advisors. Children of non-Christian parents or those who are away from him should seek advice of other Christians. Christian teachers should be among the Christians' advisors. Sunday school teachers have to meet rigid requirements in order to teach and must be obedient Christians. Besides the fact they have gleaned wisdom from their life experiences, they receive their wisdom and instruction from the Lord daily. Christian family members should be among the Christians' advisors. Wives should follow their husband's advice. Husbands should seek their wife's advice, and the advice of godly family members should be desired. Christian businessmen, lawyers, doctors, and teachers should be consulted for advice in areas concerning business decisions, physical questions, legal issues, dress code for events, and much more. Be honest with your advisors. Really seek advice. Would the guise of seeking advice be used as an opportunity to criticize someone or a means to dig out a compliment for oneself? Tell advisors all that they need to know in order to advise wisely. The advisor can judge only on what he has been told. Upon concealment of facts, his advice will be incomplete. Listen to your cabinet. Should personal pride and egotism while counselors are giving advice. Proverbs 11:20 and 15:32. Weigh the advice carefully. Is it for good? Do it. Proverbs 11:5, 21:16. Make a decision. The counselor makes the final decision after all. Proverbs 14:15. Be a good cabinet member. Be prepared to give good advice. According to position, age, experience, someone may ask advice about something. Be a good Christian and possess knowledge and wisdom. Psalms 1:11-10 and James 1:5 shows us that there is no excuse for any of us to lack wisdom. Wisdom will then bring knowledge. Proverbs 14:6. Be sure that when others seek to draw counsel, the heart's well is not polluted or dry. The situation of one's well determines the condition of the water which the acquaintance or friend is seeking. Hear good counsel and act upon it. Proverbs 19:20. Give advice only when requested. That's what I've said in another video. Please don't just give people advice just because you want to. If they don't ask for your advice, don't give it. And also, if you're one of those people that are constantly complaining about your problems, people are going to start giving you advice because they're sick of hearing you complaining all the time. Seek only helpful words. Be a good listener. Do not spread confidential information. I work with somebody, if you tell him anything, the whole place is going to know. And that's a good advice for life, though. Never tell anybody anything that you don't want everybody to know, especially if you're in school, like high school or whatever, or at the workplace. Do not trust your coworkers. And as always, I'm finished. Feel free to check the description for the link to my website. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Feel free to give a thumbs down or whatever. It doesn't matter. Thanks.